Oh, there we go.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the 5% podcast. I'm not your host, Musashi.
Oh, I thought we were going down the way. I am technically your host, but I did not prepare for today, but I'm Cruz.
And I'm just the girl with the 2 cents that's going to throw their opinion out there. Naomi.
I cannot talk. Our other girl, Sabrina, has work commitment issues, so we're gonna have to.
Work commitment issues.
I didn't mean it like that.
She had to work today.
Yeah,
as
she
they
had
were
work
saying.
today.
She has commitment issues.
It was like a last minute pull through. The hella did my girl at work.
The heat waves are getting to me.
Yeah,
I think the highest this week's gonna be like 114.
Dude, 113 tomorrow. I'm literally not going to
Don't
make any
remind
money
me.
at work.
I mean, we're in
know it
Fresno. Kind of used to it now.
It was funny though, because I was at the coast and it was still hella hot. But
Really?
Like, oh yeah, it was only like 8 degrees cooler maybe.
Did you guys know
Was it, like,
that
humid?
San Diego considered a heat wave as 85 degrees this weekend?
No way.
Yeah, they consider that a heat wave, but
Dude,
it's very humid
85
out there.
is
Though.
like
I would do questionable things to have 85-degree weather out here.
I
questionable.
would.
Maybe not that
I'll
questionable.
probably be wearing a sweater to be honest at 85.
Dude, I was looking at flannels at Sam's Club and I was like, oh, I can't wait.
Dude, I already bought like a flannel from Costco. They were like selling like shackets. Like those like
Oh,
shackets.
yeah, yeah.
And they were like $14. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
hell
Sam's
yeah,
Club
let me get
membership.
I was at Sam's Club. That's where I get my chicken from meal prep.
Yeah, I like their pizza. I think I take their pizza over Costco.
Their food court, pretty good.
Yeah, they're really
Surprisingly.
slept on.
Surprisingly,
It
yeah.
was- but you gotta be a Sam's Club member. I know that for sure.
that. I think the only thing I remember from like Sam's Club is like, I don't know if they still sell them, but like the ices, slushies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I go there for
Good
two
as it
things.
gets.
Chicken that's already cooked and gum.
Did you meal prep? Yeah, meal prep this week?
Yeah, that's what I was doing before this.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
It was nice.
Because if I went home, I would have had to do that. But
When I don't feel like doing it, I'm like, Cruz, you will thank yourself later this week. And that never regret. Because I don't have to eat cafeteria sandwiches.
what I want right now is a lunchbox where I can strap it on my backpack,
Oh,
where
yeah.
it's like insulated. Because I just shoved it in my backpack right now.
Oh, yeah.
You should go to TJ Maxx. You
Oh,
might
yeah.
find one.
Oh, TJ Maxx has a lot of good
Yeah.
lunch packs.
Well, you see, I can't really spend money right now.
TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross.
Home Goods. No, actually, Home Goods takes all my money. That's like very
Really?
expensive. Yeah.
The one that takes all the money is Hobby Lobby.
What do you
But
buy
at least
there?
like Hobby Lobby gives you like, they have like sales. Like,
It's
oh,
an
like,
illusion. They're taking our money. They're
Yeah.
taking. I don't care about
they
those
upsell.
sales.
I'm pretty sure they like upsell their products and then like
They
say
know.
sale to like actually sell it at like what price they were supposed to
It
give
always
it at.
works, but they know.
What do you buy from there?
Hobby Lobby. I'll go there for like when I was doing a lot of product photography. I'd get stuff for here like fake flowers and stuff like that. Just a lot of like random decor stuff, like stuff you kind of put on the shelves.
The only memories I have of going to Hobby Lobby is buying those like airplanes like made out of woods or foam.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
No, not bad, not bad. Well, I guess we'll go into today's episode. Musashi, what you got for us? I know you had some questions or
I
something.
mean, I'll give you like
Is today's podcast like a freestyle basically?
I have a game I want to play with you guys actually. Kind
I'm
of
scared
came up
for
with
these
it
games.
like kind of came up with it on the way here.
My whole life's a game.
So as we're playing a game,
All Musashi does is play games.
I'll play the game, and after that, you take over as being a host. You better speak out of your ass.
I'm great at that. I'm great at talking
Where's
out
the
my ass.
faith? Where's the faith?
I'm great at this.
But we could kill time by playing Would You Rather questions.
Let's go.
Ooh,
Would you rather?
okay.
There's 100 questions on this website, so I'm just gonna read down here.
Should we like choose a number and then like?
Yeah, pick a number 1 through 100.
Okay. 13.
13. Would you rather be Batman or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Why would you pick Spider-Man?
I was trying to think of all the downsides, and Batman seems pretty lonely.
I wouldn't say lonely, but like
Batman's like rich and depressed.
But look, Spider-Man, you got 2 other Spider-Mans from other universes to keep you company.
Yeah, so
I
you're
feel like you could just. I
the
feel like
multiverse is real.
being Batman, it doesn't have to be that kind of Batman. You know, it could be your kind of Batman.
So you're gonna be out there like fighting your local drug dealer? That what you're telling
Cause
me?
I got some primos out here that I ain't trying to be with. I was gonna make a joke.
Not here, not here.
I'll pick Spider-Man too, though, just because you get that Spidey tingling, whatever crap.
The Spidey
Sense, I mean?
sense,
Yeah.
the tingling. He wants to feel something. Let me be Spider-Man so I can just feel something.
For real.
once.
All right, pick a number, Cruz.
24. Kobe.
Would you rather go deep sea diving or bungee jumping?
That's a hard one because I know people that scuba dive and the thing is like, I feel like I'd be more scared to scuba dive than bungee jump because like if you mess up, you're just underwater.
I'd rather deep sea diving, honestly.
Really?
I think I mean, I was a swimmer, so.
I'd be down to bungee jump. Like,
But bungee jump, if you're tied up, bro.
nah, put like 4 of them motherfucking rubber bands on me.
Hey, where's that audio where it's like, let me tell you something, let me tell you something. I feel like I'd rather bungee jump. Because at least it's like, what, like 20 seconds and it's
Yeah.
over. And then like, I mean, deep sea diving, it's like, what if like a shark pulls up and like tries to eat me?
So
like, you know?
one of the teachers I teach with, he's a very like he's certified scuba diver. He does this a lot, and he was saying that one time he read a map wrong. I think they were somewhere off the coast and they read the map wrong, and they thought, okay, if we keep swimming this way, we'll hit the sea, it hit land.
Bermuda Triangle.
But they timed it super wrong,
Ooh.
and he's like, oh, we barely got enough air to like get like we're too wrong. He's like, and then I guess they had to like swim a certain way, see how long their air lasted them until they hit shore. But luckily it lasted them. But if not, you'd have to ditch all your equipment, and that's like hella money worth of equipment. But then you got to choose between like breathing and swimming normally, or like because if you're not scuba diving, it's heavy equipment. Like if it's just an empty tank, because you can't really swim normally with it, you have to like scuba dive with it.
Physics.
Yeah, and it's wild. And then they were saying too, like if you go deeper, like certain ways you go, you have to do a different mix of oxygen.
Oh yeah, because of pressure, no?
The air pressure will turn certain things poisonous. So
Whoa.
I just do the easy route and jump off something.
I think I can handle it.
I'm doing math underwater. Like,
I mean,
Let
man.
me go.
y'all got signal down here? I can't Google that.
I'm going with my spider senses.
Oh, there you go. So, well, yeah, you're Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure scuba
So
diving.
does this mean we're gonna like bungee jump at the fair?
No, definitely not at the fair. Heck no.
Would you rather lose your vision or your hearings?
It's such a hard one.
I'd rather lose my vision.
I think I would rather lose my vision, yeah. Because if I
Yeah.
can't hear music, and like my whole world is just like nothing, like that just makes it. I feel like that would just make life even more lonely than what it already is. Because you can't communicate with anyone because you wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
hear, you know. And so it's like I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like
I
I'd
think
rather
vision
just-
because we could still do a podcast. I couldn't see.
Sign language?
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, the other thing too is like, okay, so say I was like impaired that way. What would I do to fill my time? I think play music. So like, you
to
know,
pass time, yeah.
Like, it's okay. What would I do?
Oh, here's a good one. Would you rather win a lottery or live twice as long?
Lottery.
Wait, twice as long as I'm already gonna live?
Yeah, so pretty much average human lives probably, let's say 75. You probably live double that.
Bro, I'm 24 and I don't even want to like live half the time. I think I'd rather like
I
win
feel
the
like
lottery.
I'd take the lottery. Cause like, okay, so live twice as long. What if your life sucks and you have to do it twice as long?
yeah.
But if you win the lottery and you run,
That means you have like more opportunities to like fix your life up.
But you still age and stuff though, right?
I'm pretty sure you age in a different like speed though. If you go to like 100, you're not gonna be all wrinkly and like scrawny. I'm pretty
'Cause
sure.
I feel like your youth is obviously where you want money. So if I won the lottery, I could have a lit ass youth.
Yeah.
I think I kind of want that.
What would you do if you actually won the lottery? Like,
So-
how would you
So,
react?
I know somebody personally that won the lottery and like their life went to shit.
Really?
Like like they were on the news saying it was like a husband and wife that went to school with their kids
Mm-hmm.
in like elementary school. They won, and then the husband like was on the TV like maybe like 5 years later saying like, man, this is the worst thing that ever happened to us. I wish we never won it. Because what they did is you buy a lot of things you wish you could buy earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So they bought horses, they bought ranches, they bought bigger houses, and then they got into like, okay, you get all that money, what do you do with it? So like gambling addictions, all that stuff. At first they were just gambling here like a Table Mountain, but then eventually that becomes boring.
They moved to the big
So then you go to
leagues.
Vegas, yeah, and then like I think the animal people were like after them because like when you're in Vegas, you don't take care of your animals. So I think
Oh.
their like horses went unfed for a little bit, and like it was a big old thing. So I think personally, I would buy a house, so all I have to worry about is property taxes. Put the rest of the money in like a trust fund, and like that's the amount I'm giving away. Like I'm not giving away no more, no less. And then I don't know, just sit on the rest. I'd probably buy one really nice guitar. Like that'd be my one thing I splurge on, like the one I always wanted. And yeah, probably it.
I feel like if I were to win the lottery, I wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Like, you know how people say that, like, oh, I'm going to wear a mask and gloves, like,
Mm-hmm.
if they were to interview me? Like, I feel like I'd probably do that. But everyone always says to, like, hire a lawyer after you win the lottery.
That's the number one thing they say. Hire a lawyer
Yeah.
that like specializes in that. Like, because they say estate planning is like one of the trickiest types of like law, I guess.
And, like, not even that, but, like, everyone says that, like, there's going to be people that are going to try to come after you and, like, try to
Mm-hmm.
sue you for, like, what you have, obviously. And I'm like,
Well, that's why they say
emotional
put it,
damage?
That's why they say put it in
Whoa.
a trust. Because if they sue you and the money's in a trust, then you can't. I don't know. I'm not a freaking financial planner.
You're like,
But,
I'm
yeah,
not
I
a
know
lawyer.
it's-
Personally, I'll live twice as long.
Really?
So you would take the money.
I would not take the lottery. I just, knowing how I am, I'm going to be spending it, and I feel like I'm going to change as a person I am right now. I like the way I'm going, like how my life is going right now, and I feel like And when people say money changed you, I feel like money will change me if I get the lottery, and I don't want to.
Oh, I'll be acting different.
Yeah.
I'll be acting dummy different. Oh heck yeah! Don't give me money.
Cruz gonna have
might
like
get out of
botas of
control.
like every type of leather.
I will wear all the exotic boots. Like what is this? This is anaconda fur. Not even that's too normal. I'm be like this is Norwegian.
Or wait, like
What the fuck?
also too, like is there like a time, like just think of like a year of your life that you think you would like want to change or like do over again, like a certain age that you had. Like, cause I feel
Like
like
do over and start from there again?
or like just relive it. Like, is there like a certain year? Like, I feel like I'd want to go back and like experience 17 again. Not gonna lie.
I feel like that's a common one. I feel like I wasn't that cool at 17. I feel like the one I would want to
Like
relive.
2017 or 17 years old?
No, 17 years old.
17, I wouldn't. Personally, not, because that's just high school. I mean, that was my prime time in my sports, but
I had a broken foot at 17, so I would be too hyped to do that.
Like,
one.
nah.
But I think me personally, I would relive the first year of college because that's it. Not even that it was that cool, but it was just nice. Where everything was new, new people, new place. You had freedom, but you didn't have to like. You weren't that much of an adult yet, where you had to
Like that much accountability.
Yeah. I feel like that was like that cool little sweet spot. I mean, it was fun, happy to live it, but if I had to pick one, that'd probably be it.
I'll probably pick like 2017, 18.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fun times.
How old were you?
2018, I was 21, 20, 21, 17. 17 was 20, 18, 21, yeah.
No, there you go. Yeah, that was
I feel like 17. I had so much fun in high school.
Yeah.
Like it was like towards like the end of like that one like senior year where it's like okay like my last year I actually have to like start getting involved, do something, and I don't know. I feel like I had a lot of fun like that year, even though like I don't know. It's one of those things.
I feel like high school was lit for me, but I feel like the people in college were a lot funner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, my high school friends are cool. I mean, shout out to them, but like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like people in college were a lot more interesting.
I feel like college, like, if I had to think about 18, I had so many bills. That was like when I was first starting to pay my car.
Oh yeah, because
Oh
you got
my
a
God.
Lexus, bro. Straight in,
I have a BMW. Anyways.
even worse.
No, dude, I remember, like, especially since I was, like, a new driver, technically.
Yeah. Oh,
so, like,
yep,
my
your
insurance was
is
crazy
expensive.
high. My car note was crazy high. Like, it's just, if it wasn't one thing, it was definitely another. So, a time where I didn't have to pay bills was, like, a great moment in life.
That's a good one. Yeah, oh, heck yeah. I tell my high schoolers, man, they complain. They're at that stage where they're like, I just want to be grown. Shut your mouth.
No, you
Shut
don't.
your mouth. Shut
You're
your
like, stop. Chokehold. You're like,
Those are taboos in my classroom.
What was it? So I caught some students smoking a wax pen in the bathroom for the first time. And
What were you
like-
doing in the restroom?
Huh?
Or you just smelled
I
it?
was putting water in the water fountains right next to the bathroom. I see 5 boys walk in. I know that smell. I went to college. And I'm like, so normally I wouldn't say anything because I'm like, it's going to take them down a path, whatever. But the thing that's been bothering me is they've been closing down those bathrooms because so many kids smoke in them. So I was like, so I told the people in the office, like, hey, y'all, like, they're smoking up in here. So then I had the come to Jesus talk with my freshman. I'm like, look, y'all, I just caught kids doing this. Y'all better never be those kids. None of my students are going to do that.
they're giving crackhead vibes. Stop it.
There's one kid, but adults smoke. And I said, adults pay their own bills. When you do all that, you can do whatever you want. And then he was like, I was like,
Hey, Dad.
exactly, man. I was like, don't come for us. There's freedom that comes with paying all your bills, but I just wish I was going to Dutch Bros at 16 again.
That was the move.
Yeah.
That was where
Or
everybody
those older
went.
friends with cars, they're taking Dutch Bros or get Musashi.
Everybody like goes in. There's like 5 people in the car, 1 person in the
Yep,
trunk, trying to
yep,
get out of
yep,
school during
yep.
like through the gates.
I got all those times.
What a time to
now
be
that we're
alive.
older, what's your guys' coffee preference? Starbucks or Dutch Bros?
I'm an adult. I drink Starbucks.
I don't know. I feel like
I'm a Starbucks.
I feel like I don't really go to either. I got my little Keurig at home.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just-
Okay, when you're out of the valley, what's your go-to coffee place? Mine's Pete's Coffee.
I go to Dunkin'.
Oh, I hear Dunkin's really.
Dunkin's really good. I'm mad that we don't
I had Dunkin',
have
and
one.
that thing is dummy sugary.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I'm
Dunkin'.
cool.
Well, I feel like it depends what you get too.
Yeah, that too.
I'm a straight black guy. Like Americano?
Why'd you look at me like that?
Oh yeah, I was just talking. I didn't mean it like that, man. Fucking teachers nowadays.
Oh God, no! I think my go-to is what is it? Sweet cream cold brew at Starbucks. That's my go-to. If I ever drink coffee, that's what I'm drinking. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just making it home.
I feel like the one drink I mainly get at Starbucks, it's like a new one. It's like some type of like vanilla shaken espresso, like with oat milk or something like
Oh,
that.
everybody gets that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So recently I got coffee from Uncle Harry's. I forgot what it was, but anyways, I got
I
coffee,
love that
right?
place.
I got a large coffee. And I went to work, And then
My aunt owns it.
and then one of my coworkers gave me a Premier protein shake, strawberry flavor.
Oh, if you
So-
throw it in there.
Yeah, so I was like,
Fire.
strawberry, coffee. Oh, fuck it, you only live once. I threw it in there. Yo, that thing was good.
I'm
Like
tell you
that's
right
like
now.
that's like heavy cream on your
Yes,
coffee.
Premier Protein. I just tried the pumpkin spice flavor.
They have that?
I was at Sam's Club. Shameless plug.
Wow.
Shames Club.
100% best freaking. It tastes like that Costco pumpkin pie. Really freaking good. Like drink it cold.
I've done it before where like I'll throw like my like Premier Protein inside like a cup, I'll put coffee, and then I'll put oatmeal in it. And that'll be like my starter for like the morning. Like I don't really like have time during the day when I work at my salon to like really go out and like go eat or get something. So it's kind of like that one thing that fills me up and I'm good for like the rest of the day, maybe till like 5 o'clock p.m. when it's like I already know I'm gonna leave. But dude, honestly, it's just like a game changer.
Yeah.
I accept them Keurig as a home
Keurig?
housewarming
A Keurig.
gift. You know?
Keurig?
Housewarming gift. You
Hey,
know.
those come in clutch. Ain't gonna lie.
Have you seen Brothers Deals?
Uh-uh.
It's like this one place. It's off McKinley. It's like literally right across from the Dutch
Oh,
Bros.
it's like one of those bodega type places.
Yes, and
Yeah,
they have, dude, I've seen like Keurigs for like $9 there. every Friday morning. You just got
happy housewarming.
Yep.
Man, I'll take
Go
any gift
crazy.
at this point. I'm gonna have to start over in the house. So
That's kind of that's the fun though. Of,
It's
like,
but
exciting.
I got some chopsticks and some Asian bowls. You know, that's all I'm gonna bring. And some
my mom
noodles.
tried to make fried rice today. It wasn't Jekyll or Musashi's.
I made fried rice last night actually.
I was gonna
With
cry.
one egg.
With one egg.
I mean,
I don't know what happened to my eggs. I think honestly, I think Paige was using my eggs, but which I don't mind because he kind of feeds me
star
something.
beef. No,
Star beef.
I'm like, don't
choose
be me.
violence. Choose
I
violence.
Okay, already.
I remember when I was living with my roommates, I started beef over my syrup. Because I never use the syrup. And obviously, one person asked and they're like, oh, can I use your syrup? And I'm like, my whole thing is like, I'm not going to say no. Like, if you need something, like, go ahead. Just
I use
the
syrup on
principle
spaghetti
is
more than
just, like,
pancakes.
Ew.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh.
It's like a sweet. It's like, you know how pasta could be like kind of like, I don't know, not I want to say sour, but like the tomato sourness.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
It's like sweet and sour sauce. It's kind of pretty. I don't know.
Huh.
A lot of Koreans do it, so I tried it.
Interesting.
But anyways, I lit that whole house up because someone kept on using my syrup. And I was like, I don't know. For me, it's just more of a principle thing. Like, you know, I'm not going to say no to using my things. Just ask every time you
Yeah,
need to
just
use it. Because then I'm going to start thinking crazy. Like, am I using this much? Like, do I have to go replace it? I don't know.
How much do you use? Like every day?
I didn't use
I
my
know, but
syrup.
how often do you use it?
I
When I
didn't.
wanted pancakes.
Like, whenever. Dude, like, it was like
I feel that's
whenever,
like a
like.
once a month thing, no?
I mean, if you eat waffles, but like.
Pancakes
I
and
just.
waffles.
It was one of those things that you buy, like, just in case, where it's like,
Oh, yeah.
let me buy it. And, like, if I end up using it, I end up using it.
Yeah. no,
So,
definitely.
yeah.
I feel that. I think the thing is like when you have roommates, like if you're using something too, like if you see it going low,
Replace it,
restock it.
yeah.
That's just a good gesture to do.
I personally don't really care what you use on mine, but
but I think
just
like
I feel like it depends.
if they
though.
start going after me like that, then I'm gonna start going after them because I'll go. If
well,
they
yeah,
wanna
that's
act-
the
if they
thing.
want to act up,
It's
I'm gonna go
it's
twice
a-
as hard.
It's a game you don't win.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's kind of like different though, because it's like it's different. Obviously, if like you guys are like buying groceries together and
Oh,
splitting
yeah.
it, like there's that. But like when it's like I'm buying my own things and like suddenly starts like things start going missing, it's like yo, like what's going on here? Because
Yeah.
clearly I'm not using it. So
Yeah,
where is it all going?
Heck yeah.
But-
Well, I think we started on a good conversation with like your past self. So I just saw this question. I thought it was a really good one. So if you can go back and tell, if you can go back in time and tell to your 18-year-old self, what would you tell them?
For me personally, hopefully it's right before college starting, so I'll tell them go get this job at Fresno State. It is a good paying, best paying job in Fresno State as a freshman. Up till now, I still work there now, but like I'll tell them specifically go to here and there, and then start the job because that job would not be paying minimum wage at that time. And then on top of that, you get flat rate compensation for events. So you get paid like maybe 2.5 times the amount of like normal college students would.
Oh wow.
Now I could just say I get paid twice as much, but that's it.
Yeah, definitely. What about you know?
I don't know. I feel like maybe I just wouldn't have gotten the car I gotten. Because I was like, I know for sure, like, that was, like, my whole thing. When I was 18, it was kind of just like, okay, like, as soon as I, like, graduated, I was like, okay, I have to get a job. I have to, like, get my car. Because obviously, like, once I get a car, like, I can go do X, Y, and Z. I don't have to ask anyone favors. But I feel like if I had gotten a more, like, affordable car,
Yeah,
you know,
not,
just,
not
like,
going for a BMW. Maybe
yeah, like, you know, like, I feel like that was my main thing. Because I remember at 18, I was, like, literally working 5 days a week at my job, almost 6. I was, like, putting in so many hours just to pay off this one thing. And, like, I didn't really get to enjoy much of, like, 18. So it was, like, maybe if I, like, went for something that was more within my means. Like, don't get me wrong, I still was able to make the payment and everything, but it was kind of like maybe I could have like saved more money than what I already had at the time, and I probably could have done like a lot more different things and experienced other things that I could have wanted to do.
No, I feel that. That's real. Yeah, that's all hindsight. You know, hindsight's 2020. I think my thing would be like, I don't know. I feel like I had a good head on my shoulders when I was 18, but I do think the one thing I would tell myself is maybe live in the moment a little more. You know what I'm saying? Like, be down to do things. Because I was very, like, that was back in the days of, like, work hard, grind your head nose to the grind, like, don't stop. Because, like, yeah, I was working 2 different jobs, going to school and all that. I wish I would have took more time off and, like, went on more trips and, like, did more. And, like, you know, when everybody's going to festivals, I wish I would have started going then, you know?
Honestly, though, but if you think about it, like, doing that when you're younger, like, you wouldn't have the same amount of money that you have now, that you can go enjoy, like, doing more things, like,
that's true.
Already at this time, you know?
That's true. But I never got to live, like, that broke phase, like, where we're, like, all struggling doing shit. Like, those are memories right there, man.
Like, the ramen noodles. No, the Wendy's 4 for $4.
Oh,
ooh,
the 4
that
for
got me through something.
I think I had that, like, once in my life.
That used to be my broke, like, okay, so it's, like, it's more expensive to buy groceries than to buy a 4 for $4 at this point. So let me just do that. Cool, I think that was a good one. And then I think another one would be if you could have a billboard with anything on it. So you buy a billboard, what would you want to be on that billboard?
What would I want to be on a billboard?
Yeah, what message do you want on the billboard? It could be anything.
Oh my god.
I'll probably just put my TikTok handle on there.
Is that at 5% podcast?
I actually got a cool email about our podcast. Let me pull it up. It was actually really cool. I forgot to send it to you guys, but
really?
Yeah, I got an email saying 5% podcast is ranking very well in the United States. Hello, how is it going? Hope all is well. I have some cool information that you might be interested in. Your podcast, 5% Podcast, has good performance in Apple Podcasts, ranking in the last 30 days, position 188 in the category comedy interviews in the United States.
Whoa.
And shout out to Carlos.
Wait, out of how many?
I don't know. I didn't really click on the
like
link.
top 200.
But still, what it is.
It was just a random email. I just saw it
That's
today, and I was
pretty
like,
cool,
okay, you know, it's a cool way to.
People think we're funny.
Yeah. Either that or they're just like, ha ha ha.
I get a lot of good feedbacks whenever I like run into my friends in like clubs and stuff. Like they really like it. I don't know how much they really watch it. But
same, y'all. If you guys are
really
watching, like leave some comments and stuff. Like I know we see the views, but it's just fun to hear feedback and just I don't know.
I sometimes wish we had like a little like anonymous link where we can have people like send in stuff that they want us to like see or do that, because I feel like sometimes like do you guys ever see like when people put like posts on like Instagram or like on their stories like asking a question, they're like, oh, like
just
can
make
I
a
get
Google
feedback?
Doc for all of us and then send in. I don't know. One of you guys could do it because I don't know. I have no time.
Hey, those
it's always fun.
And those anonymous ones, people be out of pocket. Oh yeah, I love when people post them. I was like, dog.
I think the first one I wanted to ask is like, what's the most toxic thing you've done anonymously?
Oh, we gotta do story times, like anonymous story times.
Yo.
Oh my
That'd
gosh,
be good.
That'd be funny.
Dang. All right. That's funny.
Maybe that's our next one.
Well, going into feedback, so what would you guys say the best compliment you ever received was? Like, it could be anything. I know, I don't know. Just, it could be any type of compliment.
Dude, when people tell me I smell good. I've had, I've had those odd, like, weird comments sometimes, too. But, like, someone told me in, like, the same exact thing. They're like, oh, my gosh, like, your toes are really cute. And you smell really good. And I'm like, I don't think I've ever been told something like this. Like, how
like, can
outlandish?
I smell your toes?
Like,
no.
Whoa.
You're like, hold on, sir.
But, yeah, I've had people tell me that I'm, like, I smell really good. And my toes are cute. And I'm like, ew, but thank you.
You're all like, you scrunch your toes in, you're like...
I'm like, don't make me start acting up. Talk to me nice.
Oh, hold on. All right, what about you, Musashi? What's your...
Mine will probably be, like, my parents, I guess. Because growing up, I was bullied like crazy. Like, you know how you see those TikToks, like, the Asians, like, globes are always the best, you know, starting off at tier D. I was one of those, like, tier F first. I didn't start off at D. I started off as F.
Oh, God.
I don't know where I'm at now, but...
You're handsome.
I think I went pretty well up.
So, like, appearance-based?
Yeah, appearance-based. That's, like, the most insecure thing I've always grown up with.
No, that's real. I feel like insecurities craft into what kind of compliments you really appreciate. Like, I know, I think I was at a pool party the other day. Somebody's like, oh, yeah, Cruz, we're looking at some old pictures. Like, you did lose weight. And I was like, let me hop in the pool real quick. Or, like, where was I at?
Like, let me take my shirt off.
I was at, it was like an alumni event for the high school I work at, and I saw my old band teacher there, and he's like, damn, dude, you're like a man now. He's like, look at you look at you walking in with your chest all big. I was like, after I hit chest that day, I was like, hold on.
Like, thank you.
Or then one of my students, because I was wearing like a trucker hat, they're like, Mr. Gonzalez, you always eat when you wear a trucker hat. And I was like, well, I don't eat breakfast before work. I had to eat it here. They're like, no, it's a good look. I was like, really? Oh, the extra credit? But no, it's stuff like that. I don't know. It's interesting, but nah, definitely. I think that's an interesting, like,
Do you guys ever get like compliments you get tired of hearing? Or you're just like, ugh.
Do you like take compliments from a person you want to take compliments from, but like you kind of deny it at the same time?
So
I feel like yes and no depending on the context.
So
that makes sense.
I was watching a video one time and it said stop denying compliments because eventually people will stop giving them to you because it's going to be so much of a burden to give you a compliment. So what I learned is like be humble. I always say thank you. Like that's just the polite thing to do, and never deny it. Like always, people be like, oh, you're so smart. No, I'm an idiot. Like don't stop doing that. Just take your compliment. But I think one thing I would always get tired of hearing, but it's probably like freaking what's it called, imposter syndrome. I always hate when people are like, oh, you're so talented. Because, I do a lot of different things, and I have a different, I have a lot of hobbies.
You have a lot of range.
But, to me, I'm a fucking idiot, because I have such, a basal knowledge. I'm not the best at anything I do, by no means, but I did learn, too, though, that, that voice telling you that you're not good enough, you gotta, shut that up sometimes and appreciate the praise you're getting, because, it just shows you how far you come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For me, it's when I get a compliment from the person, I care about. It's a cool feeling. I like it. It makes me feel really good. It makes my whole day, maybe the week. But at the same time, my action is I deny it. That way I get more attention. That way I get more attention from me,
Yeah.
But truth down, I actually do appreciate the compliments from the person I really want it from.
That's real. That's real. But Naomi.
I feel like because I just work in two different settings where it's if anyone randomly were to tell me oh my gosh, I always get the comment of oh my gosh, you're so pretty, and I'm oh thank you, it's really sweet of you. But then when I'm at work and someone tells me oh my gosh, you're so pretty, I'm what? It gives me the ick. I don't know. I feel there's some social settings where it is acceptable, and then there's others where it's yeah, you probably shouldn't have said that, and I don't think you needed to,
That's real. I think that's really yeah. One thing I learned too is to stop being freaking pick me about things. When people are oh my god, I'm so ugly, or I'm so this, to get a compliment, yeah, you are, you're right. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna get tired of it eventually, but
I feel some people literally thrive off of that.
Oh,
where
yeah.
they need to have acceptance or something from people, and I'm just honestly, just accept yourself for who you are.
No,
I don't
Heck
know.
Yeah. I think that's a really good one. Let me see. I'm trying to see.
Wait. How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel as a guy? Whenever a girl compliments you, does that
Go. I'll let you go first because I have strong opinions on this. So go.
It depends. If it's a random, I'll just say thank you. I got hit on at ADC, which is as a guy, when you get hit on like that, it's very shocking and random, and you pause and you don't know what to do. So this girl we're just walking past. I think I was trying to go to this different stage, but we're walking past. I get grabbed. He's yo, you're so handsome, looking hot. I was hold up, yo.
What?
I don't accept. I don't.
Yo,
I'm pretty,
really?
Stop.
I'm pretty sure she was on one, but I was I just paused and I didn't know what to do, and I was thank you, and then I walked. I was is later on you're what would happen if I kept conversating with her, but it happens so often. I just always say thank you and walk away.
Oh.
That's real. So no, definitely. I think that's obviously first things first. Say thank you. That's the biggest thing. But I feel for guys, we are so rarely complimented.
We don't get girls just compliment us so much, but guys, if girls compliment us, we appreciate it and we really want that. We should get that more often.
Because I think
has someone told you that you're very handsome today?
But we're so over under complimented that when somebody does flirt, we think they're trying, or not flirt, they compliment, we think they're flirting. So they'll call you handsome, well, you about a handsome. But yeah, I just think guys are so
Handsome.
under complimented, so if you get complimented, I think you got to separate fact from fiction in your head. Somebody's not always trying to flirt with you if they're trying to compliment you. But they may as well be because they went out of their way to. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just give or take. But I do think as a guy, we're not as complimented. So when we do get complimented, it's 10 times the effect. Mm-hmm.
Also, too, I feel I want to get a lot of questions out of you guys.
Go for it.
Have you guys ever wanted to receive flowers? I've seen that a lot lately, and I don't know, is that something you ever thought it would be nice one day if someone were to give me flowers?
I don't wake up and I'm damn, I really hope a girl brings me flowers. But I think if they were to, it would be cool.
But it'd be cool if I get it, but at the same time, it's it depends who I get it from.
I think what guys, this is just me personally. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Musashi feels the same way, but I think our version of getting flowers is being appreciated. Not to be all deep, but like, but no, like
Appreciate me.
Like, 'cause
Acknowledge me.
I feel like guys do so much for girls, in the sense that like, you know, like you guys won't even know we do them. Like things like, I don't know, just going out of our way, I guess. Like, and if I feel like if somebody acknowledged that and said, "Oh, thank you for that," that would be like our version of getting flowers.
If I get flowers, it'll be pretty cool. Like, I'll probably try to keep it alive long as possible. But at the same time, if I get like, it's for me, it's like I rarely give girls flowers because it's like I'm pretty much giving out dead money. That's how I think of it as, because it's a thing that you buy, but then
I'm
eventually
gonna just say this
out.
right now. If there's a guy listening, buy your girl flowers. They will appreciate it.
I bought a girl flowers twice in my life. Both of them cried, so they did appreciate them.
But yeah, flowers, they get appreciated.
Yeah. I think you can't look at it as like the money factor, because like money comes and goes, man. We go to casinos, throw away money. We go to the bar and throw away money. Like you gotta
get drinks.
You gotta throw that factor out of it, and like it's the fact that you went to the store.
It's like that gesture. It's like, oh, you know, like here, like.
Like granted, I was at Costco, and instead of being like, damn, let me get another slice of pizza, I was like, no, you know what?
I like sentimental gifts.
Mm-hmm.
I
rarely get those, but like the one I have like still hanging up in my room is like a painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like those mean a
It
lot.
was like a couple days after Valentine's Day.
Because you have to know
She wasn't my
you,
Valentine
yeah.
or anything, but
Aw.
I still have it.
That's sweet.
If I had 2
I like me.
dozen roses.
I
But,
like
like,
me
to
with
be
every
fair, a couple
single
years-
promise ring I've gotten. They're just like a collection now. I'm like, beep.
Are you okay?
I do want to build I want to build a flower Legos though with someone like one of these days.
Oh.
I just built one.
Yeah, I saw
Really?
your snap and I was like, I want to, because I've been
I
wanting to
build
buy
Legos
forever.
with a girl.
Takes forever.
It's over. If I oh Lord, if I build Legos with a woman, just know the wedding invite's coming short after. And that's all I know, man. Like,
I'm gonna box that up and frame it.
I almost spent $100
On
on
Legos?
a Drake Take Care Lego set.
I would not be opposed to it. Like, I probably would drop money on
but
that.
I didn't buy it quick enough. They like sold out in 5 minutes.
All the
yeah.
resellers
Hey,
are out
DM
there.
Drake.
I DM'd the
Champagne
artist. I
poppy.
said, "Are you ever restocking?" He said, "Late fall." I was like,
Well, who knows what late fall is? Because it could be either September,
"Well, he announces what he does."
November.
I bought a little Uzi Lego figure from that same guy, but yeah. So Legos.
Are you guys are we doing a pumpkin patch this year? Because we didn't do it last year. I
So
think.
down.
I'm kind of
I think
down.
we
We
did
can make
Let's
that like
carve
we
some
can make
pumpkins
that
on
like
an
our
episode.
header.
Let's carve some pumpkins on an episode up in here.
Honestly, I feel like it's so much more better to paint pumpkins
Okay,
rather
never
than
that-
like
never
carving them because it's like a lot
Yeah, I'd
less.
rather paint it.
I'm done.
It's like a lot less work to have to like actually take out everything, and then they last longer.
I'm down.
That's just me.
I'm gonna get all artistic with this. I'm so down. Yeah, I guess we should ask that. What are you guys most excited for this fall?
For me, my most excitement is having a 3-day weekend, to be honest.
Really?
I am so busy this semester. It's not even funny.
Can't imagine that, man. I know it's been
And
nice.
I don't mind it because it keeps me going, and my days go by fast. My weeks go by fast, but man, like today, I worked like maybe 2 hours, but after that, I went to the gym, and then I got home, cooked, and then I was like, what do I do with the rest of my day? Like, I'm not busy anymore, but
Yeah,
I like the amount of busy I'm at where I could handle it, but when I procrastinate, I guess, when homework's, that's when I kind of start hating my life, but other than that, I really like how busy I am right now. Because
That's
I'll start my
good.
day off at 5 now.
That's a good balance because like right now I feel like
I'll be in bed by
busy.
9.
Yeah, I kind of want to stop DJing as much because like I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough free time like between teaching college, teaching high school, and then like
But you have like
DJ.
a jam-packed schedule too.
that's
now,
what I'm
don't
saying. Yeah, so yeah, I think I'm like I'm not really taking any more DJ bookings unless it's like a lot of money or like something.
And I get hit up to go out on weekends, but then like I'm so happy to like say I can because I have this going on next day. Because then I don't go out. I don't get FOMOs that often. So like it's like cool. I could just and I'll be in bed by like right now on my schedule. I'll be in bed by 9. I'll be out before 9:30, and I'll wake up at. The only thing I hate is I wake up by like 5 or 6 without an alarm now. But
Dang, yeah, that's how it
when
is.
the body's like accustomed.
And then sleeping in's like 7 now. Like
no, my sleeping in was 8 this past couple of days. I was like,
Yep.
okay.
What? I'm like, didn't you just send me a snap like earlier this morning at like 10:50? You were like, I'm supposed to be at work 2 hours ago.
No, I didn't send you that today because I woke
Might have been
up
another
hella
day.
early. It was probably some other day.
I just know I went to Slow and I stayed in the hotel. I swear to God, I was in that bed like, yep, somebody had sex in this. And they weren't married. Like it was one of those.
Ew.
ones. So I took some melatonin,
Like, I'm asleep.
slept. Have you guys ever taken melatonin before?
I have once, probably best sleep of my life, but like
Yeah.
never again because then
I
when
don't-
am I really gonna wake up?
It was such a good sleep. Like, oh,
I was using it to like adjust to my like since school started to my schedule, but after like a week and a half, I can't remember the last time I taken it.
It was pretty cool. Like I've been taking it to like get sleep. 'Cause I realized I struggle with some type of anxiety, like where I just stay up. So yeah, I started taking melatonin. It was really nice.
Wow.
Really nice. Yeah, it was interesting. Crazy dreams though. If you ain't ready to dream, don't take it.
Very vivid.
I like dreaming because I could lucid dream. So
Yeah, I'm out there like Juice WRLD.
I trained myself.
Shadows in my room. I'm out there like that. But no, it's crazy. You got any other questions, Musashi? Or what else we got? How much time we have?
we're 36 minutes in.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
If you want, I could. Probably get a little crazy, but
Yeah, let's get crazy with it.
Let's
Musashi.
get wild.
actually not wild,
This
but
is,
like
wait, this is like my first podcast back in like 2 episodes.
Yeah, well,
Let's
that's-
go a little crazy.
Let's get some stuff out
not
of
crazy,
Naomi.
but like it probably like kind of something like it should be talked about. So it's like, do you think making decisions under like when you're depressed, like depression, describes who you are as a person? Like making those bad decisions, like you think as a person when you're depressed, make you that kind
I
of
feel
person?
like because I do have depression, sometimes I make decisions where like I have those like moods because like I'll be going through it. Like I won't tell anybody, but like I'll just be like, I'm just here, whatever. But like when it comes to making those decisions, it's like you make it, and then after a while, once you get out of like that depressive episode when you already know it's coming, it's like, okay, like maybe I shouldn't have done the way I did it. I could have probably done it a little bit better, maybe a little less dramatic. But it probably just would have been better if I did it where I was like, all my senses were like intact and I didn't feel some type of way. It just probably would have been a better outcome.
That's real. I think I don't know. Maybe like it's watching all those commercials for like antidepressants and stuff. But like, you ever feel like there's like a cloud over you and that just like kind of sets the tone for your day? Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Whenever I'm in a slump, like everything around me is in a slump. So I feel like it's just a perception change. But as far as the question, like, does that show your character? I feel like that shows your range. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it shows like, okay, what's the low end of your spectrum? Okay, here it is.
It just shows like what kind of decisions you're making when you're at your lowest.
Yeah.
And then like, obviously you're gonna get past that phase, but you should always reflect upon that.
Yeah.
Be like, next time I'm depressed, I should not do these decisions.
I think
It
it's
shouldn't
like,
have been dramatic.
yeah. Well, like, are you guys ever like tired out somewhere and like you start snapping at everybody and like,
Oh, yeah.
and things piss you off easily?
Dude, my social meter runs
Oh, yeah.
out so quick, and that's why like sometimes when people ask me like to go out consecutive days, like I should say no, but then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, because then you also don't want to hear from someone like, oh my god, you don't ever want to do anything anymore, you're so
Yeah.
boring, blah blah blah. But then it's like, once I start acting crazy and then someone starts to feel some type of way, that's not my fault anymore. Like
Yeah, or I think like when people slip things, you're more likely to react to it. Whereas like if you were well rested or like in a better state of mind, you wouldn't let it phase you as much. I think. Because I definitely had those times, but yeah, no, that's I felt that. I burped.
So does that make you like describe as the person you are?
I feel like who you are is a mix of
all
your
your
tones.
personalities, yeah.
So I feel like that shows who you can be. Like that's a taste of you, but I don't think that's like who you are.
It's like a small.
It's like an
baby.
episode. Like you had like a certain episode, Like
But-
everyone
yeah.
here had like an emo phase,
But
like that. It was just a phase, I think.
sit there in your heartache. Yeah, I listened to Killers for a while.
Yeah.
I played it on Guitar Hero.
Hey, Guitar Hero was the birth of a lot of emo kids.
Legends of Rock.
There's a whole drum set in here for a reason. What else you got, Musashi? One of the deep. I feel like you got
I
some
think you have
deep ones.
questions, Naomi.
I know, I thought you were gonna call.
I know you're like, I have a couple questions.
They say you were
Those
coming for
were a
us.
couple of my questions.
Hmm.
Sheesh.
Alright, I kind of stole this from another podcast, but it's an updated basis for dating. Like first base, second base, third base.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys saw that.
I didn't see it, but read it to me.
First base, fucking raw.
Oh Lord,
Second base, kissing on the mouth outside of sex.
dear heavens.
Third base, opening up to each other about your biggest life traumas and how they impact you.
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
Fourth base, hanging out in public in the daytime.
Ooh. Well, I feel like
To be honest, I'll probably flip third and fourth base.
I think that's a very like. I mean, I don't think it's wrong, but I think it's a very like indicative of where we live now. Whereas
yeah. Los tiempos están bien diferentes.
like, well, shut up. I feel like I need some coffee and some pan for this.
Yeah.
Shit, man. But like, I think that's very indicative of like what social media did to our dating scene. Because before people could like, I mean, people still do stuff without other people knowing, but obviously you coming out to everybody as, hey, this is my person, this is what we're doing. That's like the deepest
serious.
level.
It's like
Whereas before, I mean, I don't know. I feel like people were some freaks.
I
before.
just sent you guys the screenshot.
yeah,
of the
I'm like,
Twitter
let me
thing.
see what. I feel like for me, from what I've seen, like ranking wise, I feel like it's
I'll send you guys the Twitter link actually, so you guys read the comments. It's pretty
Okay, I
funny.
see. I see.
okay.
The comments are funny.
For me,
Someone said,
think,
"Where's public holding hands in?"
dude, I was speaking.
I don't think I've ever held hands with somebody in public like that.
I don't really.
Wait, where's the link?
I'll send you right now.
Oh, okay.
She sent.
Because it's true though, like hanging out in public with somebody is such a
People talk so much and they
Yeah.
create like all these different narratives where it's like, man, like why can't I just hang out with someone and like just go get coffee or something like and do it as like a normal
But even if you
thing.
do, like, so, you know, I was hanging out with a girl, and this was just totally a friend. We go to Barrel House, and I see some family, and I'm like,
Oh.
damn it. I said, oh,
like
damn.
perfect.
I said, not again. I said, oh, damn, bro. And, like, that happens a lot, and I think that's why it's such a, like, okay, like, seeing you with people is like, okay, that's us going steady. But, I don't know, that's a hard one.
Okay, I feel like the way that I would rank it nowadays, obviously first base would be like fucking raw.
I don't know.
I think that's how it mostly turns
Wouldn't
out.
kissing in the mouth outside of sex be first base, and then that leads to fucking wrong?
Okay, but how many girls do you take? Like,
How many girls? I don't really talk
you
to
know
any
what?
girls.
I feel okay. So for me, I feel like this is how it is. You fuck raw. You talk about your traumas as second base.
What is that called? Pillow talk.
Yeah.
Somebody said, I guess I'm never getting to fourth base.
And then I think it would be hanging out in public in the daytime and then kissing on the mouth outside of sex. That sounds so bad, but
somebody
I think
put-
that's kind of how it is.
Somebody put fifth base is finally changing their contact in your phone to their real name and not their whole parameters. Tall guy from plane. Y'all.
Jesus.
Y'all.
Oh my god.
People, find the Lord.
I'm
Fifth
like,
base,
let's see.
feet stuff.
Fifth base is finally making eye contact. Y'all. What
You
is
guys
wrong
don't-
with Twitter? How is this app free?
Maybe like fourth base would be like eating in front of them.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if a girl can eat in front of me comfortably, that just shows you're in. You're
Somebody
in.
said I do all of these 4 on a first date.
Hey, why is there a lot of furry accounts in these comments? Hey, Musashi, my other question is, what's on your Twitter feed? This is what's coming
No,
up.
I just said I stole this from another podcast and I looked it
I was
up.
about to say, Musashi's on F-Boy Twitter.
Someone's like, whack.
Somebody put, there's no fourth base in baseball. I'm screaming.
So we had a volleyball tournament this weekend, so I was working it, and I had a headset on with like the marketing and band crew, and like somebody else with a headset. Oh, my camera crews. And volleyball, if you win the first 3 sets, it's game, but max it goes to 5 sets, so it was going all the way to 5. So we started doing questions on the headsets, because I was trying to get to know this new marketing person. It was just best way to just ask questions, you know, and get to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, why do girls think it's okay to, like, I don't know, I was like, do you think girls get away with cheating more than guys? And she said yes.
Girls
I
deal
would
with it?
definitely say
Yeah.
yes, because you
Oh, yeah.
as guys
Oh,
are
yeah.
not sneaky at all. And I can tell you just from one occasion, I found out that my ex was cheating on me just through him wearing glasses. Just
Glasses?
glasses.
Why? Because he doesn't wear glasses in front of you?
No, because he was dumb enough to wear his like glasses, and then I could see the reflection in the glasses as he's sending me a snap, and I'm like, "Are you serious?" And that right there, like that just planted like my like villain origin story. After that, it was like, you do not
His
even want to
anti-reflections
know.
must be
I'm
ass.
gonna tell you right now, though, girls pay way more attention to details than guys do.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like even as a girl, like you just have that intuition. Like once you like feel things are off, you already know there's something.
Nah, y'all
off.
are like the FBI. I'm gonna say that shit right now. Cause I was at a restaurant with a friend, posted a video of my food. Her nails are in the background. Who do I get 4 different snaps from? All different, females in my life.
Let me find out that's so
Whose
and so."
nails are these? Couldn't even see the nail. I couldn't even notice I filmed the nails. But yeah.
But also too, like you as guys, you guys project. You guys project what you're doing because you guys think, oh, like she's probably doing this to. When I tell you, like
'Cause you
you
probably
cannot manipulate a manipulator.
Let me tell you, girls are very sneaky. Because a couple years ago, I think it was like when I was barely first 21, and I started going to Old Town. This girl, I forgot how I met her, but like we're probably drinking and stuff. But like she She didn't give me her number, social media or anything, but she gave me her notes. So we were messaging through notes, like the notepad. So like I'll be getting
That's so
notifications
weird.
on notes like crazy, yo.
He said, hey, bullet points.
My notes were popping more than my
She
text
said
messages.
pros and cons.
Said Cornell, hey, chill.
So you start off with a sentence, how are you? And then you send to me on a note, the note notification. And then I open it. It's cool. It comes with some animation. It just pops up. And then I'm
I
like,
was
cool.
today.
Yeah, me too.
I was today years old
That was
finding this
crazy.
out. I don't think I would ever
They
have
are
that
been
much
crazy,
spending
effort.
games.
So guys, if you're suspicious of your girl, check her notes.
That's wild.
Girls be hiding some crazy stuff on notes, I think.
That's
Let me see her
like
notes
a-
real quick.
Actually, you know what?
Now we be getting
No.
emails, bro.
Okay.
We get,
Let me see her
oh, never look at a girl's notes. You'll see names.
Okay.
Like, what do all these names mean?
I'll probably just like I'll probably let out myself out on this one.
because they have diaries too, I think. 'cause they put
No,
their
it's
shit
not
on
even
there.
notes. Wait till you move on to Excel spreadsheets. That's the one. That is the one right
Oh.
there.
When you share it with someone on your email.
Oh, Lord. Dude, so these are the
It'd be
reasons
like
why I have
that.
trust issues.
And
be
if a
like
girl
that.
has Pinterest, check her Pinterest too. Because
But I
that's how
feel-
you-
My Pinterest isn't that bad.
But that's true, though. Like, people out themselves. I feel like girls do that as much as guys do, though.
I feel like as girls we do it very subtly.
Whenever you hear a girl say, oh, yeah, I'm hanging out with a friend, that's a dude. That's a
a
dude.
friend, my friend,
Y-
different
y-
story.
You know all their friends' names. They would have said, oh, yeah, it's so-and-so.
I'm with the
No,
friend.
I'm with the friend. That's where you just start drinking Bleach Brothers.
Same.
That's where you go.
My brother in Christ.
That's where.
I ain't got nothing to hide, so I'm not really worried. I don't
Yeah,
talk to
that's
anyone.
Yeah.
That's where you just know. You're like, all right, this ain't where my cookies
If you
are
tried to
gonna
talk to me like 3-4 years ago, that's a different story. But now, take my phone, go for it.
be. Oh, yeah, heck yeah.
You might see some. If you go back in my photos, because I don't delete photos, so you're gonna see stuff.
Hey,
on there.
iCloud be a bitch. He said, if you get in trouble for Jose,
No,
no, talk
dude,
to no
I
more.
But
feel
I'll be seeing photos I don't remember, and I'm like, oh shit, this is memories.
No,
actually,
it's
but-
even worse when you have like. Do you guys have your messages like linked to your like
yeah.
MacBooks? Like I would block
Yeah, I have
people, and then when I would like open up my laptop, there like a whole bunch of like texts would come through of like, hey, like all like, hey, like, yeah. Honestly,
Like I
don't
said, I have
know.
nothing to hide, so if it pops up, it pops up.
That's wild.
I feel like at this point, it's
You just gotta be
like
straight up with your stuff, you know.
if you want to
Yeah.
ruin your day, here you go.
Oh, yeah, no.
You want to ruin your day?
I
Here
saw-
You go.
That's
I
one
saw-
way to
yeah.
say it, because I'll be
Yeah.
like, look, you can look through my phone, but you're gonna just hurt yourself. Like,
Yeah.
And especially it's like if you are
You're gonna
if
be
you're
seeing
already
stuff in the
suspecting
past.
it, then what's the point? Like that's just one more thing. Like I think that should be more than
Gu-
enough.
Guys won't look through, though. Like, I saw a tweet that said, why don't guys look through girls' phones like girls do? It's like, we like our appetite. we don't want to disturb our
I personally
peace.
don't
I
care.
saw one thing I didn't like, didn't want to eat.
Personally-
Immediately I was like, I want to lose
Yeah.
15 pounds.
Personally, I don't want to care if I saw stuff, but like at the same time, like I don't care to look through your stuff. Like I don't want to, cause like I'm gonna
Yeah.
see stuff, but then like that's your past in the past. Like
Yeah.
that's
You know what's
that's something that happened in your past. Like I want you to, if you're as long as you're focused on like the now,
Yeah.
the us.
Because you'll start rationalizing shit.
Yeah, I'm like as long as you're focused with the you and I part,
Mhm.
that's all I care
I
about.
feel like the one thing that like I don't know, it's so weird to me when people are like, I want to see your social media, like I want to see like your text, everything. I'm like, first of all,
Yeah.
if you have to go through that type of extent to like get answers for anything, like I think that should be more than enough to tell you like, yeah, just leave that alone. Because it's
Yeah.
like at this point, like we are too grown for you to be acting this way. Like if you're gonna be for me and about me, then act like it. If not, just like leave me alone. Like I'm not gonna be out here begging like, please stay, please. Like no.
If I'm talking to a
what
girl,
is that?
like at least I want her to like DM me popping, you know, like she's getting hit on, so at least I know what I have, you know. At least she's popular.
So remind me.
No, you guys are
But at
like
the same time, just don't
guys
respond
are so
to it.
insecure.
I
I'm
hate it.
so
Just, like, don't-
sorry,
I
but
don't
like
Don't respond to it.
no.
But then what pisses me off is like, if I get insecure and I'll tell her to like block this so and so person, and she wouldn't. But then like a month later, she wouldn't hesitate to block me.
Yeah, no, people tell you. My big thing is when girls are like, oh, this person keeps DMing me, and they message back. I'm like, nah, you like it. Like, if you really had a problem with it, you know where the block
And if
button's at.
anything, just keep that one to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep that one to yourself.
It's
For
like-
sure.
it's like, okay.
I remember one time I had a guy tell me, he was like, oh, like, just like we had just started dating, and then he was like, oh, like, did you send someone to like message me? And I was like, no, why would I do that? And he's like, oh, like, do you want to see what they said? And I was like, no, I literally do not care. And I'm like, I don't know if maybe that was just like a made up scenario to
Yeah.
see like, oh, does she care? Does she not care?
Yeah.
It's like, Bro, I literally could give two shits.
Have you guys seen the one where it's the guy, or no, it's the girl? She's like, "Oh my god, all these guys are trying to hit on me, buying me drinks," and then she laughs, and then the dude's like,
Oh yeah, if a girl I'm talking to is getting hit on by guys to buy drinks, bro, go get that fucking drink, bro. It's
Hell
free.
yeah.
But then it's the dude
But bring
like,
me a drink,
the
bro.
dude's
Bring
like,
me a drink.
Bring me the drink.
The dude said, "Hey, this girl just said I was cute," and then the girl's like, "Who?"
Ew.
I was like dying. I was like, "Yo." That's
I'm like,
amazing.
not me with Cruz. I remember one time we were at Splash, and I just remember you had like this wild ass look on your face, and there was like a girl passing through. Immediately, I was like, "What the fuck happened? Did she like bump into you? Did she say something? Did she say excuse me?"
Yeah, this is what we deal with every day here.
Yep.
Don't go to Splash.
Don't go to Splash.
But Cruz love to go to Splash for some reason.
Hey, I'll go, but you don't want to know why they trust us with real cups there. They trust
Oh
us
yeah,
with real
dude,
cups.
We have the real privilege of a
their
glass
size
cup.
is 24 ounce.
And it's good.
That's a 16
It's
ounce
liquor.
glass.
Is it?
It's 16. 24
Man,
is
when
like
you're
a
drunk,
cup.
it's 24.
Hey.
That
Wait,
pour
I was
is
gonna
like
say, the way they
24.
24 will make me a wholesome person right now. Great night.
Love
You guys
to see
still
it.
get that blue AMF, bro? I'm gonna change you guys up, man.
Nope,
Don't
nope.
get blue AMFs anymore. Get like watermelon AMF.
Even a Tokyo tea.
If I'm
Yeah,
trying to get
Tokyo
turned
tea, yo.
up,
Yeah, Tokyo
That's the
teas
first
are
thing I got
good.
when I was 21 and went to the bar. I got a Tokyo tea.
if
I was like, this
I
is my
want
kind
a
of tea.
wild night, give me Hennessy, Hypnotic, and pineapple juice.
Um,
I'm going to turn the up.
That sounds disgusting, yo.
It is a good, it's a
Weren't
good
you
taste.
personally victimized by like black Supermans for
Oh,
like
don't,
a cool minute?
Those black Supermans are
yeah, we
not
don't,
it.
we don't say those
Yeah,
names.
we don't talk about those.
Tokyo
She's
teas, though,
in
I
Vegas
will
right now,
enjoy
so.
Tokyo tea.
She's in Vegas.
Oh, I miss her.
Anyway.
We saw her recently, though, at Jimbo's.
Oh yeah,
That was so random.
that was an experience.
All right,
I went home plastered, I'm not gonna lie. after taking
It was
2
your
shots.
birthday
But,
when we went out to Jimbo's.
oilo.
Ran into my kryptonite.
I guess that's what we'll say then. We'll end this episode with our go-to drink at the bar. 'Cause I think we're already wrapped up on time.
I feel like we've talked about this before, haven't
Have
we?
we?
I think
Like-
we have.
Usually I'll start off with like watermelon peach AMF.
Oh, that's a good one. That's the one you had me try. That was good.
I just gave you watermelon. I didn't put peach in it.
My go-to is always a Jameson sour or a cucumber vodka and sour.
But I might go back to Tokyo tea because that's just everyone doesn't really know about
It's really
it anymore.
sugary though.
Yeah,
You have to be careful.
if you like Midori sour, you probably like Tokyo tea better. It's not soury as much.
It's just really sweet. If you want the the hangover headache, definitely get that one.
That was real. I feel like me, if it was starting out first drink at the bar, normally I'll go Jameson and ginger ale. But if not,
You're that person.
give me a shot of tequila and we'll get the night going. But anyway, y'all, that's been the 5% podcast. We enjoy you guys for joining us for another episode. Catch us next week. Hopefully.
I hope so.
We'll probably be here. I don't
Hopefully
know
we're
who-
all back.
Hopefully we're all back.
Yeah.
You know how
Hopefully we're all
scheduling
back.
works.
Like I said, we try to fit in. Me and Cruz try to fit in with Naomi and Sabrina's schedule, but our schedule is Monday to Wednesday when we can record. But if these two can't make it, we're gonna keep your
They
guys'
get
DM
special
open.
guests.
Definitely. But anyway, y'all have a great week and peace out.
Bye.
Laters.